Hey guys, I want to make this video just to tell you guys like all the stuff that happens when you make it. So basically, the first day, right when you make it, like the second day, you just kind of have this rush. You know, you're kind of like in a place of you're kind of like shocked and excited, and you want to tell everyone. So at this point, you're just like, I gotta tell everyone. I gotta let them know. Like, you just kind of like, you just want to get the word out because you're just like, this is so big that you can't keep it to yourself. And this goes on for like 6 months. After that, there's a stage where families get separated because they either feel like they feel some envy or something happens. They don't want to they either don't want to be with the new you, they don't want to be with the rich you, the you that's made it, because they either feel like they can't really bond with that new version of you, or they can't, whatever it is, they kind of separate themselves. So remember, first is the 6 months where you're just kind of feeling like this big big urge to tell everyone. You're kind of like excited about what you did. You're just in shock. And then from there, it's the family thing where everyone separates, and because of the envy and how they feel about it. And then from there is basically the respect. So because you became such a big person, or you did something so big that basically you're now respected. So that tends to give you more money because people want to hire you. People want to hire your family, and basically like they want to give you work because either you guys have like great chemistry now because you guys are like on top and you guys are like a character. And after the respect is who you want to be. So after all this, basically comes down to like, what are you gonna do about it? Like, who are you gonna be? Like, and there's really only three options you could choose from here. Um, the first option someone would choose is just, you know, let everyone know, just kind of like be the guy that owns it, be the guy that lives it and is about it. So like, say I made it, I got my respect, I got my new family there, and I let everyone know, and they fuck with me, and I got this money coming in, and say I just want to own it. I just want to be like, yeah, that's what I'm about. That's what made me. That's what got me here. So that's that one option that you could do. And this option is the most normal option to go with because everyone sees you as a boss. Everyone sees you as what you've done and what you're about. Then there's second option. This is the option I chose. So say you wanna say, okay, say I'm like, okay, I made it. You got this new family. You got the word out. You got the respect. And then you're like, you know what? I want to make music. I want to switch all this energy to a music career. I want to upload videos, funny videos, or I want to make motivational videos. I want to basically you're using everything you built, or you're using what you've done to basically create another situation where you're trying to succeed at something else. You're trying to, because sometimes people with that make it, they feel some type of way about it. They either feel um they sometimes feel like I want to keep going. I want to be known for this or that. So in that sense, you tend these people tend to, what I did was I tend to get so driven to get something that never made me who I am. You know, it never made me the person that was the reason where I'm getting these money. I'm getting all this. You know, it's more of a level where I want to put all my time, put all my fame, put all my ego, put all my aura into something that never made me successful, you know. And a lot of times when you're doing this, people are either gonna hate you and they're gonna get a mixed conception of you. And sometimes this type of stuff gets people to back away. They're like, you know what? I don't really like fuck with this dude. But like sometimes it gets people to respect you, you know, it gets people to be like, you know what, he's doing something that he's passionate about, and he's setting time for himself in it, and I respect that, you know, like at least he's not all ego, you know. A lot of times because of this we end up feeling like we reach a certain point, or I have reached a certain point where you just realize like this thing you're trying to do, it's not what made you successful. And I know you want it in this, but like it's just not you, bro. Like, and a lot of times these people that go through this, they realize like just don't do that because it's a waste of time, you know. Like that didn't get you rich. You shouldn't focus on that and waste time. And then we just fall back to the ego thing and roll with what made us who we are, you know. And eventually that opens up the gate for the people that are invested in, you know, mature, stable people that become bosses and own up to it. And all this like wanting to escape and be this thing, this rapper, this thing, you know, that eventually gets pushed to the side because that's no longer who you are, you know, that's just something you wanted to put everything into, but didn't work out. And this happens to a lot of people, you know. This happens to like I'm saying, like Jake Paul, you know, he wanted to box and he put all this effort in boxing, but he had already made it, you know. He had already made millions. He already was the shit on YouTube and all this, and he could have just kept his YouTube reputation and went with it, but he decided to do something else and focus on building his boxing career. And like I said, eventually he realized like that's not me. I can't focus on something that this is not me. And that same thing happened to me with music. So like I said, there's the getting the very first time you make it, you're like, gotta get the story out. I gotta let everyone know. I gotta get it out. You go 6 months, right? After that, the family decides I want to rock with this guy. I respect what he did, and I'm there for him. Then there's the envy people. I don't really rock with this guy. I don't want to be in his successful life because I feel some type of way about it. So that's the family thing. After that, it's the respect. So like I said, you build this thing where you became a character, and people respect you and they want to give you work, and because you're respected and looked up as this thing, this image that made you gain some type of respect and money. So, and then there's the, you want to own up to what you have, or you want to use what you have and build a different story. Like, you want to be a rapper, you want to be an influencer, you want to do this, and that. And those are all the phases of making it. Basically, you could either just be like, I own up to what I did. Um, I'm gonna be my self-made self, or I'm gonna be the guy that I made it with, and you know that's basically it, guys. Those are all the levels, basically, and yeah, if you want to